Welcome to Smart Remarks, where Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of the press, but the wingers might. So this one comes from Sarah Palin's Alaska. The Tea Party Republican candidate in the Senate race up there is a guy named Joe Miller. He held a town hall event at a school over the weekend, and the local media came to cover it. But when one guy, the editor for the online Alaska Dispatch, persisted in asking questions about Miller's past that Miller didn't want to answer, Miller's private security goons actually arrested and handcuffed the journalist. It's since been reported that Miller's security guys were active duty military, and if you watch the video, it's fascinating. You will see them telling other members of the media that this campaign event for a public office held at a public school was private, and that the media was trespassing.
This is a private event. It's paid for privately. If you could please leave.
Welcome to Tea Party America, where politicians should not be required to answer questions that they find uncomfortable, and where the free press that dares to pursue such answers can find itself unfree in handcuffs. This shouldn't be surprising. We know that the right-wingers are outraged that the liberal media would dare ask any questions that their candidates don't like. We know they hate the liberal media for daring to portray its candidates in anything but a flattering light. You'll remember the whole Sarah Palin-Katie Couric flap caused in part, for example, when Katie Couric asked Sarah Palin to name some newspapers that she had read. Palin stumbled and bumbled and fumbled and said all of them. She couldn't name a single one. And of course, this was an outrage! Gotcha journalism, and it wasn't that the Tea Party types were upset that Palin might have been a dunce. They were upset because the media dared portray or reveal that Sarah Palin might have been a dunce. That was the real crime. And so what's happening now is that right-wing candidates like Palin or Miller or Nevada Sharon Angle or our old friend Christine O'Donnell are actually shunning the mainstream media because they can't be certain they're going to get the kid gloves treatment. Instead, they prefer to give interviews to friendly outlets like, of course, Fox News, where they can be sure they won't get too many tough questions, news coverage they can count on to be positive. And this is exactly what Tea Party America wants. A media that is fair and balanced. They want propaganda. A Pravda for the people, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and where one is heard, it's an outrage! How dare you ask my candidate about the past? He's made it clear he doesn't want to answer those questions. And you, Mr. Mainstream Media, you will respect that. You had better give him favorable coverage. You had better report the truth as we know it to be. And if you don't, you're under arrest. Slap on the cuffs.
What newspapers and magazines did you regularly read before you were tapped for this to stay informed and to understand the world?
I've read most of them, again, with a great appreciation for the press, for the media.
But like what ones specifically? I'm curious that you...
all of them, any of them that have been in front of me over all these years. I have a vast variety of